Okay, I think we figured out how to use this tool. I've never seen anything more complicated in all my life. I don't know why it's so complicated. I'm pretty sure we're working. I can see myself moving, my face moving. So we're just going to go with it. I don't know why this is more complicated than it needs to be. All right. Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and this is the eBay Road to 10K Mastery. I'm going to be your trainer and your host. So, on this journey, we have had some serious technical difficulties, but that's all right. God is good. So, we are on session 4. I apologize for the delay. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing on this journey is we always go start with the reminders on your sessions. So the first one is, have you gone through and reviewed your why? I encourage you to do that on a daily basis. It'll keep you motivated, keep you focused, keep you consistent in what you need to do regarding your business, and remind you why you're in it in the first place. If this is for you, if this is something that you have a passion about. Have you already created your work schedule? If you haven't done so, I want to encourage you to do that. Creating a work schedule is actually going to help you to stay consistent, help you stay focused and motivated, and it will actually help you to see that you're actually making progress in your business. When you can check off things that you've done on a daily basis, even if you might be in the midst of, oh, I haven't gotten a sale yet, but your consistency over time is going to pay off. So, having a schedule, making time for this business so that you can continue to work on it and to grow it and to improve it is going to help you get there. And have you done any sourcing and listing in the last week or since the last session? So on the road to 10K, our goal is to get to specific targeted numbers within a 90-day period or to get there within a 30-day period. Since we are starting this journey, in order to get to 10K over a 90-day period, because sometimes it takes us at least 90 days to get acclimated with the platform, to get our routine and our goals and our schedule moving in the right direction to where we can gain some consistency, and then we can start clipping away at the 10K every month. But you need to make sure that you're making at least $120 a day in profit over the next 90 days. In order to get to 10K in a month, you got to have $360 in profit every single day. So that $360 in profit is a lot in order for you to get to that 10K. And there's activities and actions you'll need to perform in order to get there. Some of those might be investing in inventory that is like, nothing that exceeds $20, $25, $30, $35, or some high-end inventory where you're going to pay a little bit more, and you have to have the capital and the funds to be able to do that. So make sure you know which strategy and approach you're going to take. I would encourage, if you haven't had a chance, go listen to, I believe, session 1 and session 2, where we talk about diving into some of your numbers so that you know what you're targeting and what you're going for. And have you made time to tweak your listings? One of the things that my VAs do every single day is they go through and they take care of listings that are ending, and they tweak listings so that's one of their activities. They're required to tweak at least at a minimum 5 listings every single day to ensure that we're getting new traffic. The eBay algorithm likes updates and changes. It wants to go look at them. So if you imagine it like, they call it the spiders that crawl across the internet. So as the spiders will come and check out what's happening, what changed here, and crawl over to your listing to go see what's changed, and then they'll re-index it. It's an opportunity for you to get some new eyes and to get some new traffic on your listing. So make sure that you're taking the opportunity to do that every day. And listing every single day is so paramount to getting the sales that you want to get when it comes to eBay. So just basic status update. Are you tracking your, first of all, have you joined the Facebook group? Not that a lot is happening in the eCom Sellers Mastery Facebook group right now, but are you tracking your profit numbers every single day? If you're not, you can track them in the My eCom Planner if you have it. If not, get a notebook so you can track your profit numbers. Have you been sourcing in the top 1% on Amazon or checking out watch count? Again, those two are great resources when it comes to eBay and figuring out what to sell. And this is what I will say. At the time of this recording, Prime Day is 2.5 weeks away. And so since Prime Day is 2.5 weeks away, all platforms, all selling marketplaces are going to get a bump in traffic and a bump in sales because of the fact that Amazon is having a special. So most of the other like major brick and mortars are offering sales and promotions, so that people will come online and make purchases. Well, eBay is going to do everything that they can to try and drive traffic to your listings as well organically. And there's a lot of sellers on eBay, so you need to do everything you can to help eBay drive sales to your listings. So tweaking your listings, updating your listings, double checking your price, updating your images, all of those things are going to be beneficial to helping you get a little bit more traffic than you normally would. And at this time, it's going to be July the 12th and the 13th. That's Prime Day for Amazon. Believe it or not, things that happen on Amazon actually do impact eBay. So take advantage of that increased traffic online and do what you can to get some of those sales. In addition to that, as I've stated before, just because you're selling on eBay doesn't mean that you can't use some of the free information that you can get directly from Amazon. Amazon gives away so much free information to sellers if you're paying attention. They will tell you what's hot and what's not by Googling the Amazon top 100. You can see the sales rank. So if it has an amazing sales rank when the numbers are low on Amazon, you can look at the listing, go down into the product information. If the number is low, that means that item is selling like crazy on Amazon. And if it's selling like crazy on Amazon, it's definitely getting some traffic on eBay as well. So those strategies, just that alone, can help you to get more sales if you pay attention to that information. And it's a free tool, so you don't have to pay for that. A lot of people think, oh, okay, I got to pay for all of the things that's going to help me to become a millionaire. And that's not the case. You can just pay attention to the free information that's out there and use it in a different way to help you to achieve your goals. So what did you source? Where did you source this week? How many listings did you create? How many sales did you have this week? And are you following your schedule? Only you know that. There's no way for me to know that. So I hope that you are, because the consistency is the key to success on eBay. All right. So in I think session 1, we kind of went through your back office and high level. Today we're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive in your back office. So this is your eBay Seller Hub. There's a lot of good information here. A lot of my information is sort of blacked out, I think, in the majority of the places. But there's a lot of great information here that's available for you to use to help you on your journey to getting more sales and more traffic. As you can see on the Seller Hub, you have all of these menu items. We went over the menu items at high level. Today, we're just going to take just a little bit of a deeper dive on a few of them, not all of them, so that we can maybe use that to our benefit and maybe potentially get a little bit more traffic and get more sales. So on eBay reports, under your Seller Hub, you can create listings in bulk. You can upload and download and schedule reports. You fulfill orders. You'll find your fulfillment orders to fulfill definitely in your seller back office, Seller Hub. You can mark items as dispatched, and you can also find items that have been paid and posted. Manage feedback, identify or fix errors in your listings. That's a lot of stuff that you can do. There's actually a little bit more. Some of these are like sort of generic and vague. So we're going to go look at a little bit of it just so you can have an idea and how to get to it. So from your Seller Hub, when you actually click on the drop down is normally right about here over on the side. And you'll have under that, you can go directly to selling, or you can click on sell. But if you click on the drop down and you click on selling, it'll bring you to the Seller Hub. Okay. Under the Seller Hub, this is your reports tab right here. Okay. So under the reports tab, you see uploads, download schedule, and learning resources. I would encourage you to check out some of the learning resources because, again, eBay is giving you some great information that you can use to help you to get to your target goals and numbers. So if you were to decide, hey, maybe once a month, I'm going to go off and go work on your business. Maybe do one day of full-on planning and strategizing for the next quarter because Q3 is coming. and take the second day just to go through all the stuff that's in your back office for eBay so you have a better or increased awareness of what's available to you. So uploading files onto eBay so that you can actually create listings in bulk, downloading reports, scheduling reports to run, and your learning resources. So under uploads, you'll notice that you have, you can select a template, fill in templates, or select an upload. Select an upload is most common because you're going to upload a specific, a file. It has to be in the eBay format. They give you guidance on how to put it in the eBay format so that you can upload those listings, saving you time and energy. So if you want to expedite the process, begin the process of mastering the upload, because that could actually save you some time. And if you have like a VA, that may also be a thing that can help you get more done, because your VA can actually do the upload for you. Okay. So if you go under select a template, this is, as I drill down into select a template, download a template, I specifically chose the source as orders, and then the type, there was only one option there. And add order tracking or shipping info, and then the date range of the last 90 days. So you're getting a download summary of the tracking and shipping info for the last 90 days. I can click on download and download that information. And again, that's after I click on get template. As I go over and I kind of look at what my options are, when I click on select a template, I have two options. I have source is orders, or I have source as listings. If I choose listings, I have an option to create listings, to create new drafts, to edit price and quantity, and to relist unsold listings. So clearly, edit price and quantity could be helpful, especially as you get closer to Prime Day. Also, edit price and quantity can help you if you're getting a lot of sales every single day selling on eBay. We selling during Q4. So if you're selling during Q4, you're probably getting a lot of sales, hopefully. And if you are, having a VA to go in, like you update the spreadsheet and have them process it, that would be great. Relist unsold listings, like that's something, again, that you can outsource to a VA and have them go through and do the relist for you. So using a template to expedite that process can save you time and energy. When it says select template type, that's what you're choosing. And then after you select template type, the next one is you're choosing date range is your next option. So that's what you would see. When you come over to report resources, the great thing about it, we went through, sort of looked at uploads and then downloads, what I'm going to download, okay? And then also schedule, if you want to schedule some reports to run, you can choose that one. But the other thing is the learning resources. So what I like about the learning resources is, one, they have a video for downloadable reports. They're giving you some insight as to what is downloadable. They're also giving you a video on the Seller Hub reports. And again, that's once you click on reports from Seller Hub, and then you can go to learning resources and you'll see these videos that you can watch. They're not super long. They're great. The other thing is, I believe this report, which is reports tab overview, downloadable reports, uploadable templates. I believe these three right here, this one, and this one, if you click on them, you actually have a downloadable PDF that you can use as a reference. So if you want to create your eBay manual, you want to create a document that's helpful for your VAs, like they've done 80% of the work for you. So all you have to do is incorporate this particular PDF into your training with your VA, slap your instructions on the front, slap your instructions on the end, hand it over to the VA and have them use that as a source. You can also point the VAs directly to the eBay reports or the eBay YouTube channel. That way you don't have to spend all your time training them on how to use eBay. You can redirect them and help them go through at least a week's worth of training on their own to get familiar with the eBay platform and the eBay back office. In addition to that, there are some reports that are under quick start. under the Seller Hub, and that's the navigation that we sort of already looked at, what's available to you. And then under here, this particular section is going to give you a summary of what's available if you want to download reports based off of category. So listings where you've changed the category, listings where you've moved an item to a new category, you've anything about the categories, you actually can use this. And if you're looking for a specific category to create your listings under, or you want to know what products are already active under that category, you can choose this option and go take a look and research that yourself. And then this one is create your listings in bulk. So it's your opportunity to upload your file. Once your file is in the format, it's going to give you the format information. Again, you can use that to your benefit as you create listings. So again, this is under report resources, under your Seller Hub, and this is the learning resources. Great place to start. Go see what you have happening in your business, and maybe make this one of the things that you look at the end of each month. Come in here, not the PDFs. I mean, you can look at the PDFs anytime you want to, but you can come in here and run some of these reports that are available to you, so that way you can get an idea of what's happening in your business. How are things going? They give you some great stats information. The next thing is, again, under your Seller Hub. So we're going to hit, I think, Terapeak and promotions. So let me go backwards. So on the Seller Hub, here, we're hitting reports. We're going to hit marketing, and we're going to hit research. So under research is where Terapeak is, and then marketing is where promotions are. Okay. So under Terapeak is an amazing tool, again, that gives you some additional reports. So you've got your basic eBay reports, and then you have some additional reports under Terapeak. So you can go see your average sales prices, the conditions of your sold items, sell-through rates, which is good information. Again, putting this on your list of monthly things to check is not going to hurt you at all. Unsold inventory, sales trends over time, which listing format sellers are using, Terapeak sourcing insights. So they're going to give you some ideas on insights on things to source. The average sales prices, all of this is available under Terapeak. So you can navigate to research and navigate over to Terapeak to get access to that. Then you have the Terapeak sourcing insights. Also helps you as a store owner with your inventory based off of sold and single stock items. So you can figure out what do you have that's out of stock, so you can go fill it or go order some more, and see what's happening with the competition. It'll also give you some insight based on category as well. Things that are in high demand, low inventory, represented by eBay. So it is one of those tools that can actually help make you money. It's an opportunity for you to go source inventory where there's potential holes in the market that need to be filled. So this is under Terapeak, again, under research. So you can go there and run those reports as well. So the way you get to that, you've got Terapeak product research, sourcing insights, and learning resource. Okay. So as I go through the process of looking at this, again, you can see the three options that are here. And again, as you click on some of these, some of them are PDFs and some of them are not. You'll see down here, what to sell. Know your business. Listing best practices, some idea suggestions on what are best practices. Your Seller Hub, of course, research that's with Terapeak, and that is the research side that's up here, product research. Optimize your listings with Terapeak tools, definitely helping you to get more traffic to your listings, and great listing practices. So you'll see these are two that are available under Terapeak. So if you spent once a month coming back here, learning one thing, or twice a month, you could come in here and learn some stuff for 2 hours, 8 hours, whatever works for you. And again, these are things that are going to potentially help you as you go on your eBay journey to get more sales and to get more traffic. So go to your seller hub, click on research, go to learning resources. This is under resources. Check out how you can optimize your listings. What are some of the listing best practices? What you can, and then here's listing best practices again. Seller levels, performance standards. Again, keeping your account up on eBay to keep your seller rating up. All of the things that you need to know. And a lot of them have videos so that you can come and watch the videos. They're bite sized, or you can send your VA to watch the videos so that they can get better at what they do, which in turn will help you to get more sales. So under Terapeak, when we're doing product research, this is what you'll see. You can type in the keywords. You can even put in the title. You can put in the UPC. You click search. You can change this drop down. I believe it goes up to 90 days, but I don't remember. I have to come back and look. And then click search. And then for insights. So if you subscribe to get insights, that means you have an eBay store. You'll gain access to it. So you can click on subscribe now. Oops, and we lost our one page. Let's see if I have it somewhere else. It's supposed to be. Here we go. So once you subscribe to get the go to the insights and you subscribe now, which is your subscription to eBay to have an eBay store, you'll gain access to the tools to be able to help you do more analytics. So you'll, if you haven't subscribed, you're going to come to a page that says this, subscribe now. It's going to ask you which plan you want. The lowest plan is $21.95, and the highest plan goes up, and I think it's custom. But I've seen plans as high as $2.99. But in any case, you'll click subscribe now by choosing the plan that you want, and then you'll gain access to be able to use the sourcing insight tools. So something to consider. If you want to wait until you're in to profit, you can use all of the free tools to help you along the way. And then when you're in a position to be able to upgrade to the store level, you can do that. I will tell you, so there's like information out in the universe about the fact that you shouldn't get a store. You should just, sign up and create your own listings and blah, blah, blah. I will tell you that you may find, if you do the analysis, that actually having a store is more cost effective than it is to do independent, especially if you're creating a lot of listings. So if you plan on creating a lot of listings, which again, to get to 10K a month, you're going to have to create a lot of listings or have potentially a lot of listings or have listings that are moving, selling 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 a day. And maybe it's in a specific niche. So maybe you have a targeted 10 to 20 listings and you just resell those over and over and over again. That's fantastic. But you're going to have a strategy and approach. And having access to the sourcing insights are going to help you to build your strategy and your approach when it comes to your business. So something to think about, something to consider, something I recommend putting on your list of, maybe I should do this. But also have some level of sub-gauge to be able to determine if owning insights is actually helping you in your business. If owning insights, if you feel like owning insights, sourcing insights is not helping in your business, that could be that you're not engaging in using that information effectively. But the other thing is you may not be creating enough listings because it should pay for itself, at least within the first 30 days. So if it pays for itself within the first 30 days, keep the subscription and continue to use it because it's only going to help you get more sales, make better sourcing choices, make better sourcing purchases and acquisitions so that you can make more money over time, get more sales, and get to that 10K faster. All right, so promotions. Promotions are another thing on eBay that can actually help you to make more money. Now, not all promotions are free, so you got to be prepared for that. There are 5 setup promotion types that you have. So one is order discounts. Okay, the other one is coupons, shipping discounts, sale events, and volume pricing discounts. So I would recommend that from time to time you look into definitely using coupons and sale events. Order discounts is great, but again, I think those two potentially, depending on what it is that you sell, the others are fantastic as well. But those two will definitely help you during Q4, where you just offer a discount for Black Friday. You give people coupons, that way they can redeem them. So setting that up in your on your listings and setting that up with your store, you're going to have a store to be able to use that. So the first thing is you're going to go under marketing. Under marketing, you see you have merchandising, uh, promotions, markdown sales, buyers groups, and then your dashboard for advertising and your learning resources. So you with this, you click on get started. You can see all of your promotions here in this grid, which there are 0. Absolutely. There's nothing here for promotions. But you can see if there were, you would see the active promotions, scheduled promotions, and the draft promotions. So you can see the sales that are generated from the promotions. If you look at your Amazon back office, if you run campaigns, there's some similarities here and back there that you'll see that's available to you on the eBay side. So again, you need to have a paid account in order to use the promotions manager, to be able to use the markdowns, to do the discounts, all of that stuff. And again, some of the features and functionality are going to be free. Some of it's going to cost you some money. So you need to be prepared for that and pay attention. So to get started on promotions, you're going to go ahead and go to promotions after you've kind of decided on whether or not you're going to have a store or not. And you can click on create a promotion, which is over here. Once you click on creating a promotion, it's going to step you through the process on the type of promotion you're looking to create, how long you want to run it, how much money you want to throw at it, all of that stuff. Which listing is it that you are wanting to promote? So click on create a promotion and you can begin that process of doing all of that. The other thing is that you can separate and create special promotions for those people who buy from you frequently. So if you want to have a special Black Friday special just for those people who buy from you on a regular basis, you can do that. Give them a special offer that's unique to them. Maybe give them a referral, share it with a friend, and give them a referral offer that's going to help you as you continue to work on, getting more traffic, putting together more ads, more sales. So using this tool can help you to get more repeat customers. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do, is we definitely want to create or get more repeat customers. So you can click on create buyers group and then begin the process of selecting the criteria for the people that are going to be in that buyers group. Okay. Now, eBay does have an extensive help section. And so if you just go to ebay.com/help and then choose selling, this page is long, very long. This is just the top half of the page. You'll be able to see all of the things that you can possibly want to research and know and understand when it comes to eBay. But the other thing at the bottom of the page, it gives you the opportunity to search for a specific topic. So you can go to the bottom of the page and they'll ask you, what are you looking for? And you type that in, and then you can begin researching just that one thing. So keep this ebay.com/help/selling so you can come back and do some research. And this is also, again, if you're thinking about getting a VA, you can have them come in here and you can give them or show them where all the videos are located, because the videos are normally under a specific topic. There might be 1 or 2 videos regarding that specific topic. And you can also, some of the videos are unlisted on YouTube, but some of the videos are clearly visible. So go to the YouTube channel as well so that you can help them get started. Okay. All right, so we're going to talk about, last week we did listing optimization. This week we're going to talk about taking photos yourself or just images. Images is a hot topic because there's so much money you can make if you have amazing images. As I use the analogy of the drive-by, when you, and I don't mean drive-by as in violence, I mean something that catches your eye at the corner of your eye. So if you didn't know what Walmart was and you were looking for groceries, one of the things that you would do maybe is if you're new to town, you're driving around and you see this big giant building with blue at the top. And I will say the buildings look better than they did originally, but on one side of the building it says grocery and the other one maybe says home goods or home something, or I forget what it says on that side. And then at the very end it says something about lawn center or something like that. And you're thinking, I gotta get some groceries. So the thing that caused you to stop at this place you didn't know was Walmart was the fact that as you drove past the building, one, it was a long building. Two, it had the word groceries. There's a bunch of cars in the parking lot. That must be a great place to get some groceries. So it was the word groceries, the picture in your mind of the image that it created when you saw the word groceries, because you got to go grocery shopping. And the fact that the words were up there so you can visually see them. Well, that's the same thing with your products. When people are online, they have the attention span of a gnat. They are not paying attention sometimes to what the words say. The thing that gets them to stop in the scroll or gets them to stop flipping through a page in an ad is the picture. The picture is the thing that gets them to stop. That's your scrolling stopper. And if the picture is fantastic, you'll do a much better job getting a lot more sales. But if the picture is grainy or hazy or fuzzy or ugly, or there's a bunch of white space, remember, people are buying from their mobile devices. So having a horrific picture is not going to help you on your journey. So your goal is to get better at having cleaner images, bigger images, or images that are big enough that there's very little white space around the picture that is taken or the image that is grabbed. Now, I will tell you, if you want to grab some images, I do like Snag It. I do like Clip It. You can use those to grab images if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, then you need to take your own pictures. So there's going to be some products where you may take the image because it's used in so many different places and create your own listings with an image that's already out there, thereby saving you time on taking pictures. But if you're creating bundles, you're definitely going to have to take your own pictures, or you're going to have to learn how to superimpose them onto, creating your own version of the product images. So my encouragement to you is to figure out how to get better at having better images on your listings. We're going to talk through a couple of the tips, but one of the biggest ones is to make sure it has the least amount of white space around it. And the second one is to remember that people are buying from their mobile devices. I believe the percentage has gone up to like 67% at this point. So it used to be like, I think 56 or 64 or something, and now it's up to 67% of consumers are buying from a mobile device and not necessarily a computer all the time. So your images need to pop. Okay. So if you have to take the pictures yourself, one, you can take the pictures from your own camera phone. You don't need something fancy. I'm just saying. The latest cameras do take decent photos. I'm not going to say they're 100% the best all the time, but they do take decent photos. Number two, make sure the product image takes up the majority of the screen, which is what I've said all along. Don't leave a lot of white space. Crop the image if you have to. And again, if you're extracting an image that already exists out in the universe, make sure there's no copyright on it first. But two, and make sure it's not branded, meaning it doesn't have any type of watermarks or anything like that. And it's not custom to a specific listing. And then number two is make sure that if you're going to crop it all the way to the edges, but still make sure that your image is the right size. If you crop it down and it makes it 300 by 300, and then you have to blow it up to make it, 1,000 by 1,000 or whatever, it's going to be super ugly and super grainy. So don't do that. Take your pictures as much as possible. Take them as close as possible to the product, or find something where you can extract it from the biggest picture possible. So then that way, when you put it on different listings, it pops. Make sure the colors are good, that it's not dull. If the colors are dull in the listing, whatever that person is looking for, if that is your thing, they might pass yours up, because instead of looking, I don't know, brown or tan or whatever, it looks kind of grayish blah, some kind of unrecognizable color and you can't figure that out. So make sure the colors pop. If you're going to take pictures, take them in a well-lit room. You can use a ring light. I have 3 different ring lights. As I say that, I technically have 4 different ring lights, which is crazy, but I do have a lot of ring lights. The next one is you can use a whiteboard as your background or a white sheet or a poster board. So you can get the poster board directly from Dollar Tree. So if you got a Dollar Tree in your area, presentation board, poster board, all of them, phone boards, you can buy all of those from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. And if you need to, you can use a photo box. So I have 2 different photo boxes. I think I gave away a third, but I have a couple of different photo boxes. So you can use that to help you along the way. So here's the pictures of ring lights so that you kind of have an idea of what ring lights are. You can get the small one or you can get the tall one. Actually, this one right here is normally bigger than this one right here, but from a scale standpoint, because they put it on a small tripod, it makes it look like they're the same size, just because the phone is in the center like that on both of them. But the reality is this one is typically bigger, the one that is stand up. Okay. And this, even though it looks like this is a reduction of this, like it may not be. It may be the smaller version. I have a small one on my desk. And so that one, I don't know, might be a 6-inch or 8-inch. Whereas the big one, God, I don't even know what that is, 16 or 18? I can't remember. All right, so here's white sheets that you can use to lay items flat out or put them on a white background. Do what you can to make sure that you remove as many of the wrinkles as possible, unless you're looking for that effect. If you're looking for that effect in the background because you have something that is light in color, then the wrinkles will help the eye be able to determine what potential size this thing is or what it is. Here is the white poster board. Again, you can get this from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Here's the foam board. Use these things to help you to take better photos, better images. Make sure your images pop. Make sure they're bright and that they're not grainy. Okay. And here's a photo box. This is a small one. You can get bigger ones. I have a bigger one. I don't even know if they're going to make them anymore, but the one that I got was from Amazon Basics. It was fantastic. So I would encourage you to use that. So this is the one that I have, Amazon Basics. It has a lot of features and functionality in it. It's pretty cool. This picture is an old picture. See how grainy it is? This is what I'm talking about. All right. So I do want to say in our bundles class, I do several exercises where I walk people through how to create an image for a listing from scratch without taking out the camera and taking any pictures at all. And I have to say it's a pretty good session. So if you have the bundles workshop, you have access to the bundles workshop. At the end of the workshop or the bottom of the listing of the training videos, there is a video that is specifically targeted. There's 2 of them around creating your own images from scratch and or optimizing your images. The last thing I will say is that when you create an image, make sure you rename the image file so that way your listing continues to be available to people. They can find it organically and then it'll make it easier for them to find whatever it is that they're looking for. So if your listing or your product is the thing that they're looking for, if they search through images, they'll be able to find it. Okay. So do what you can to help make sure people can find your stuff. Name your images. And again, use the similar naming sort of guidelines of the first 5 to 7 words are the words that people are to describe what it is or what people are looking for. Okay. So now we're on to Facebook ads, and Facebook ads appear in different places. They will appear in your news feed. Now, here's the deal. You may or may not decide you're going to run ads or Facebook ads. Maybe you're just going to use the tools and just continue to work on your sourcing or work on your listing and not do anything with Facebook ads. So you don't have to, but if you're at a place where you're ready to market with Facebook, Instagram, even I'll say Twitter, and you're ready to use those platforms to be able to generate more leads, more sales, or get more eyeballs on your products, then Facebook ads might help you to do that. You can do it organically, but Facebook ads will help you to be seen. So when it's a Facebook ad that is created, you'll see here that it says sponsored over here. This is what will show up in your newsfeed. Okay. It'll also show up in your newsfeed this way. This is the sponsored ones over on the side. This one says sponsored. This one is sponsored, and this is normally in your upper right-hand corner. And you'll see the little pictures of the ads that are available in the upper right-hand corner. So these are two ways in which you might see them. And this is from a desktop view versus both of them being from a phone view. So I probably should put an additional picture in here from a phone view. So why do you need to consider putting in Facebook ads? Well, what do you need? What do I need to do? What do I need to know about Facebook ads? Well, the first one is you do need to have a business page if you decide you're going to create some Facebook ads. It needs to be paired with, sometimes the ad is paired with news, so you just need to know that about social actions that your friends have taken or by liking a page. Your friends might see the news and then they'll see the ad, so that may help them. Um, that may help those friends of friends because you can actually target friends of friends in Facebook ads. It may get some sales organically just because of that. The other thing is that some people will decide that they're going to change their Facebook settings so that they are not found and they don't want to see the ads, and that's fine as well. That means the ads may not go in front of your target audience. So if your target audience is single moms, you can use Facebook Insights to be able to find those people that Facebook believes are single moms. And there's many different actions and activities the person performs in order for it to figure out that they are single moms, or if they are liking a specific Facebook, if they're in a Facebook group, or they are liking a specific Facebook post, that may give Facebook the indication that you're part of this group or this tribe. And so if you're doing targeted ads for single moms, that's how they'll find you. Okay. So they say Facebook does not sell your information to advertisers. We say whatever. I disagree. And Facebook activity enforces policy. So here's the deal. They will take down your listing. They will suspend it. They will whatever. That's one of the things you have to get used to with Facebook is that sometimes they don't approve your ads. And sometimes it will take forever for them to agree to release your ad. They may have more questions. Okay. All right. So Facebook advertising, you can focus on brand awareness, traffic engagement. You want to get more conversions, lead generation, and store traffic. Remember, Facebook shops and Instagram shops are a thing and they are available. So why would you advertise on Facebook? Well, Facebook, your audience is maybe on Facebook. You can target specific users on Facebook. Facebook does offer retargeting, and you can use the analytics. In addition to that, you can add a custom button to your specific Facebook ad, and you can do video ads, and you can get a bunch of organic ads. Or organic traffic because of the fact that the way that you create your ad. So one of the things that you will have to do is, I would encourage you to do this. You don't have to. Some people don't create the Facebook ads pixel, but I just want to encourage you to do that. So you can definitely log into your Facebook back office. And when you do, it's going to actually change. To get to it, the ads manager, you're going to actually go to the meta side of PeopleSoft. So, not PeopleSoft, Lord have mercy. The meta side of Facebook. So, meta meaning, Facebook and the metaverse. I can never remember what it's called now. Hold on. I'm just going to look up my phone real quick because I have the app. It's under Business Suite, and it says, I know it says Meta something, Meta Business or Meta something. But in any case, you're going to go there, and that's how you're going to get to the navigation for your, trying to find it. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. the navigation for your Facebook ads pixel. So just 2 seconds. I'm trying to find it. You would think that it would be easy. No, my phone is slow. All right, but I know it has meta in it, so that's what I'm going to say is if you go to it, once you click on it, you'll see the words meta, and then you can navigate over to your events manager. Once you click on the events manager, then you'll be able to get to where the Facebook pixel information is. I don't know why I can't think of the name. All right, so once you get to that navigation, you're going to click on create so you can create your pixel. And then once you create your pixel, you'll be able to download or copy that code. It will also send your pixel to your email account, whatever email account is attached to this. And that way you could copy the code for the pixel and put it on your listing if you want to. Okay.
All right. Hey, Mom.
All right. So then the next thing is, in order to get through this back office, and I see the business managers here, but I cannot remember what is this called. It's Meta something. So anyway, Facebook walkthrough. It's really not going to say Facebook. It's probably going to say Meta something. And you're going to click on the house. I'm on my phone trying to get to this place where all of this is located. So I can actually, I don't think it's called Metaverse. It's called Meta something, Meta Business something. Let me just get out of here, leave quietly, go here. I can't believe I can't think of this. So I will tell you that's an affliction for me as COVID has ravaged so many parts of my body and my brain. So I'm working on regaining all of that back. Let's see, equal sign, notifications. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to find it only because I'm looking for it. So I'll find it and then I'll correct myself on the next training. But in any case, you click on the home, and once you click on the home of the little house, you can go to Business Manager. And then once you go to Business Manager, you're going to go to Ads Manager. So once you're at Ads Manager, then you will click on the words create. So you can see in this example, it's going to bring you to a campaign page, and you're going to click on create here. And once you click on it, you're going to see that it's going to give you a navigation to ads and ad sets and ads. It wants to know, based on what we previously talked about, like, what are you trying to create? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to get more traffic? You're going to try to increase brand awareness? Are you trying to use Messenger or consider using Messenger? Are you wanting to get more video views? Are you, trying to get more traffic to your store? What are you trying to do? So you choose one of these, and then it will give you, again, your ad set and your ads, which is what we talked about before. You need to give it a name as an interim placeholder so you can come back to it, maybe use it in the future. Give your campaign a name first, and then your ad set and your ads a name. And then once you are here, so I use the example of testing Facebook, and then my page. So again, you have to have a business page, which is what we talked about before. This is what you'll need to create and create an ad. And then I continued with testing Facebook ads. Now that I've continued, then you're going to see that this page sort of expands and I have more information available to me. Okay. I can decide, this one says that it's an auction. So I can indicate what the details are if I'm going to run this ad. I can click on get started if I want to do A/B testing, meaning I want to test 2 different type of ads at the same time. That's what A/B testing is. If I am using the Facebook pixel and I'm putting it maybe on my own page and I'm driving traffic, or I'm putting it, put it on my own page, or putting it in my email ads, or putting it in my Facebook ads. This is all going to help you. And even if you're not running Facebook ads, you can put it on your Google ads. All right, I'm going to establish a budget. You can indicate if it's a daily budget or what are the other drop downs. I normally always do daily. I am not trying to do any others because what I have found in the past is when I choose any of the other options, like Facebook might burn through all my money in like 2 days. And I have, in my mind, enough money there to run ads for 2 weeks. So again, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to establish a daily budget. And so when they hit the audience and I hit the cap, it is what it is. I don't think about it anymore. I don't concentrate on it anymore. I don't let it bother me anymore. So then going to my audiences, once you choose this, create an audience, it's going to come over here and you have the ability to create audiences by different ways. So I can look for lookalike audiences to whatever my target is, because maybe I'm already tracking traffic to my Facebook page, or maybe I'm tracking traffic to my pixel. If I'm going to target maybe an email list, if that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to continue, because you can upload emails to Facebook and create ads to target those people and their friends of friends. So if people jump on your email list, you can market to them. On eBay, having the ability to create an email list, like some people do, especially if you want to offer promotions and cash back. eBay likes you to do everything on their platform, but again, do you have the capacity or the ability to do that? You potentially could, as long as you can get them to come to your page and site somehow. So maybe in your shipments, in your thank you notes, you can put something there. You can also target people by 3 different categories as well, and outside of age and gender, and that's going to be demographics, interests, and behaviors. So I learned this, I understood it better from Michelle Osley. I have done ads before, but I didn't understand it as much until I did it looking at behaviors. Behaviors, meaning one of the behaviors that people display is that they are a buyer. That is always helpful to identify people who are buyers, because if they're buyers before, if they show the behavior or the propensity to buy, that means that they could potentially buy from you. That's ultimately what you're trying to do. So do you need to run Facebook ads as a seller on eBay? There might be certain times of the year, if you're not using the eBay promotions, there might be certain times of the year where you want to try and drive more traffic to specific products that you are selling on eBay. Maybe you're doing some custom products, maybe you've got some unique bundles, whatever that happens to be. There may be an opportunity for you to get more sales because of the fact that you're running ads on Facebook. You don't necessarily have to. And there might be certain times of the year where you just do a sprint where you're running, ads for 5 days and that's it. So during the holidays, you might just do a whole 5-day sprint for every single holiday and run ads during that time. At the same time, simultaneously run promotions just so you can get that spike in sales. You decide. I would encourage you to tweak your listings first before you just start the process of paying for ads. But tweak your listings first to see if you can start getting organic traffic to the listings naturally. And if your numbers are what your target goal numbers are, then, running at paying for, additional ads may or may not be worth it. So remember demographics of interest, behaviors, and the different ways in which you can run ads. You can run them based on demographics, you can run them based on interest, and you can also run them based on behavior. And one of my favorites is that they're buyers. So on Insights, now Facebook Insights has changed a little bit, so I do need to update this, but you can go out there and see some of the data around page likes, page Facebook usage, purchase activity, and just people in general on Facebook, because Facebook has a lot of Facebook groups. So people in general on Facebook can also help you using those insights. All right, so now we're going to talk about Instagram. Instagram and Facebook share the same board, the same ads manager. If you didn't know that, they do. But you can run ads directly from Instagram versus running them directly from Facebook. So that you have an option of incorporating or listing also on Instagram. So if you have gone out, grabbed all of your social media for your eBay store, or eBay store name, you can definitely, if you've got an Instagram page, if you've got a Facebook business page, if you have a Twitter page, a Pinterest page, all of those things, you can definitely run ads on all of those. But for Instagram is about photos and images for the most part. There's other things that people put on Instagram, but a lot of it is around photos and images. So if you've got some phenomenal pictures of your product, this might be helpful to you. You might also put those same images onto Pinterest and see what kind of organic traffic you'll get. So creating an Instagram page, a business page, could be beneficial to your business. And again, it shares the stage with Facebook, meaning they share the same way to get to it. So here's some examples of Instagram ads. And you can see it says sponsored, sponsored, sponsored. So that's the thing you need to know. This one got a lot of traffic right here. It has 2419 views, whereas these two don't necessarily have a lot. So some statistics about Instagram you may or may not care about, and these statistics have increased, I'm sure. So we can come back and update these. But 95 million photos are posted on Instagram each day. That is bananas. 71% of U.S. businesses have an active Instagram account. 500 million Instagram accounts post stories every single day. 1/3 of the most viewed Instagram stories are from business. Something to think about. So this might be where your audience lives and where you can potentially find them so you can promote to them. So the types of Instagram ads that you can run are photo ads, story ads, video ads, shopping ads, IGTV, which is Instagram TV ads, carousel, collection, or explore ads. If you are going to create a business account for Instagram, there's two ways to do it. You can do it starting from your phone or you can do it from your computer. But you do need to follow these steps in order to make sure that you do convert your account to a business account. If it's already a business account, you can bypass these steps. Then once you have set it up as a business account, and remember, you can only have 5 Instagram accounts a day. Once you have set it up as a business account, then you can begin the process of preparing to create an ad. Okay. So running ads, you have 3 different ways. You can run them directly from Instagram. You can run them directly from your Facebook page. Because remember, Instagram and Facebook run or share the same ads manager in the metaverse or meta whatever. And or you can create it within Ads Manager. So you can navigate directly to Ads Manager and start creating from there. When you create a listing on Instagram, there's a few things that you need to do. You will have to establish your goal. You'll have to, that you're working towards the audience, how you're going to reach them, a budget, and the duration of how long you're going to run this ad. So there's a lot of things that you need to already know what you're going to do before you jump into creating your first Instagram ad, or your maybe even your first Instagram post, because you could be strategic about your post and never have to create ads. So that's always an option. You can go to your ads manager. You're gonna choose uh, the the object that supports Instagram. The objective and choose an objective supports Instagram. I don't know that I would have worded that way. I may have to rewrite that. But anyway, you can have a manual place where you want the ads to be placed, or you can do automatic. And again, you can simultaneously in your back office in your ads manager post ads on both Facebook and Instagram at the same time. So I want you to know that that's an option. Some of the tools for social media posting, there's more than this. There's way more than this, but this is just a handful. One of them is called Later. It is great for posting on Instagram because it is one of the only direct posters on Instagram. There's like 2 others. The majority of the time, you cannot do direct posts to Instagram. Okay. So the others you can schedule, and then you're still going to have to manually post to Instagram. So some highlights, make sure that before you start doing your Facebook ads that you identify your target audience that you want to market to. Make sure that you've already created your Facebook page. If you're going to sell your product directly on Facebook, then it makes sense to maybe run Facebook ads and Instagram ads. If that's where you want to directly sell them, you should probably create a shop, so Facebook and Instagram shops, to be able to do that. I would encourage you to create visually stunning images to go on Instagram. So important because they're going to be memorable and they can go viral on their own. Okay. Stick to a posting schedule. Make sure you're posting something every single day. As I've said before, the platforms like consistency. So do that. All right. And then research and learn what marketing promotions are that are available to you. As we talked about using the different ads, you might also jump into the fray around TikTok. Could be, maybe, Reddit, maybe, maybe not. YouTube, all of those are great opportunities to get your product seen, found, heard. And if you're going to put them on YouTube, make sure that you're driving traffic in your description section because people are going to need to potentially, they're going to need to be able to buy. I'm sorry, that interrupted me. Oh, okay, but I know where I don't know where I went. But anyway, so TikTok, let's just start back with that. So with TikTok, the great thing is that you can drive a bunch of traffic to your listings with TikTok for sure, especially if you're demonstrating it or you can showcase it as a animated image. So it could be a still. It doesn't have to be using the product in use. With Pinterest, you can drive traffic to your eBay listings. You can also drive traffic to your listings on other platforms. Oh, with YouTube, sorry. With YouTube, make sure you include a link to your product in the description. If you're going to use that as one of your ways of driving traffic as well. YouTube is definitely a viable option for driving traffic to your listings. Okay. So you got to get better at the keywords that are being used to search for some of these products and then put your stuff out there so that as people are trying to find it organically and naturally, it comes up because it fits. Email marketing, there's so many email marketing strategies I could include, but the biggest thing you need to know is that with email marketing, you need to be definitely capturing the email address. Whatever you need to do that capture the email address. So when you ship things off to your customers, if you already have a pre-printed thank you card with some stuff on it and maybe a discount for them to get an additional 20% off of their next purchase, in order to get that 20% off, they have to type in their name and their email address. Now you got them and you can go market to them because they're going to want to get that 20% off coupon. I'm just saying. So figure out a way in which you can drive traffic and get people to jump onto your email list. And then once they're on your email list, make sure you're sending them something on a regular basis that's actually a benefit to them and not necessarily 100% a benefit for you. That way they'll stay on your list and they'll want to continue to receive your messages. If you're not giving them anything that makes them want to continue to receive your messages, then they're going to tap out. They're going to unsubscribe. Okay, just letting you know. So you can send a welcome email once they subscribe. You can send announcements about new products that have been added to your eBay store. And also, you don't have the abandoned cart feature. That's more of a Shopify thing. But you can include links to your store and links to your social media. Maybe you feel like your social media game has been amazing and you want to drive traffic on your Instagram and your Facebook and some of the other places where you are, putting your links to try and get more traffic to your store or to your products. Okay. So video marketing, also an important thing. You can create a video to go with your listing, or you can just use stills, as I said before, and animating those stills. If you use video, again, the purpose is to grab their attention, to do what you can. And we're not talking about all those crazy, outlandish videos that are out there, especially on TikTok, where they're doing things that are potentially stupid and harmful. I'm talking about grabbing their attention because whatever it is that you're selling and whatever the story is that you're telling is resonating with them. They can see themselves with the product. When you have accomplished the fact that your customers or your future potential customers can see themselves with your product, it's game over. If they can see it in their hand and they've gone to the place where they're ready to get the credit card out, they're ready to go. You just have to make sure that if you're whatever you're using to help close the deal or whatever you have on your listing, including a video, It's going to help make that person feel more comfortable with buying from your store versus anybody else's store. So tell a story with that product, using that product, like, hey, I used to have psoriasis, but I use this cream and it has really helped, or I still have psoriasis. Maybe that's the miracle of the video, that you still have psoriasis and you no longer get, I don't know, cracked heels anymore. You no longer, whatever it happens to be, it's got to be life story changing or something that's going to improve the person's life and they can see themselves with the product. You can also create tutorials on how to use the product if it is not as straightforward. You can do interviews of people who want to provide testimonials about their usage of using the product. We talked about animated videos, video 360. So going all the way around the product, whatever that happens to be, demonstrating the product is always helpful. And if you're going to create a video, make sure that the video includes a call to action at the end. Basically, go to this site and purchase this thing now, or click on the link below to purchase this thing now, whatever this thing is. Okay. You can also include closed captions on your videos, and that will help as well. So now we're going to go to, we talked about video ads. We talked about email. We talked about Facebook ads, Instagram ads. We talked about promotions inside of eBay. That's a lot of stuff to cover. So I think we're bringing it home. This is the stretch, and this is around Google ads and Bing ads. Now, running Bing ads is very similar to running Google ads. With Bing ads, you're going to have, you might run your Bing ads from a Hotmail account or from an MSN account. That's the one thing you want to keep in mind. Bing does have a much smaller audience than Google does, but there are people that are diehard regulars for Bing. So making sure that you make space to be able to create listings there might help you. You might be surprised that your person that wanted to buy that particular product, they found it or saw it on Bing. So that can always help you. So here we go. You want to develop your campaign first. Build out your keywords. Should be fairly straightforward. It's very similar to what you did with Facebook and Instagram. Get those keywords identified. And then you're going to target them. So if you're going to target them to make sure that they can, see your ads. I'm sorry. I just thought of something regarding an ad. You want to stay away from broad keywords. You want to use phrases like, that match the keyword. So I use the word so a lot. I'm going to use, what am I going to sell? Oh, back to school. So back to school, it's going to be the phrase back to school, which is a long tail keyword. If you go out there and do research, as we did last week or the last session with product validation, back to school is definitely well searched, and there is a period in time in which back to school is searched more than other times. You can also, back to school supplies for kids, to school supplies for her, for him. All of that is going to be something that, from a keyword standpoint, is going to be helpful. So you want to make sure you already have a list of the keywords that you are targeting. And then choose where you want your Google ads or Bing ads to be run. That's going to be extremely important. Where are you selling your products? If you're only making sure your eBay listings are active in the US, listing your products on, I don't know, the UK or Germany, it's not going to help you. You need to list them where you're planning on shipping. So pay attention to that, because you only want those people to see your ads. Okay. And then think about I want to say hashtags, but also the keywords, the other keywords that people might also be searching for this thing, and look for the things that are wrong or different. So I think we did gray hair last time. I have gray hair, but there's two different ways in which people are searching for this particular product. They're searching it by GREY, and they're also searching it by GRAY. So knowing that, getting related words, using your thesaurus can be helpful to you. So create your Google Ads account. So I would start with Gmail. But if not, you can start with Gmail. You can just go directly to google.com and create an account. But I would go with Gmail, because from there, you have the opportunity to have all, if that's where you're using, like your inbox is there all the time, meaning that's the inbox that you go to all the time, then using your existing Gmail account is helpful. You can create a separate business Gmail account, whatever. And if you click on the Rubik's Cube in the upper right hand corner next to your initials, you will see the option for ads. You have to scroll down. So that's going to be tied directly to your Google account. There's going to need to be a credit card that you attach to it. So just so you know, when you get ready to create ads or create your account, that's fine. You can finish out setting up your budget and writing your first ad after you've had a chance to get acclimated with the back office for Google Ads. Okay. You will have to set a budget just like you do with Facebook ads, and you'll have to include certain keywords to help you to be found better. So here's an example. When I talk about accessible next to your initials, there are the 9 dots, which I refer to as the Rubik's Cube, and you're going to choose a Google Ads from there. You can click on from within Google Ads, click on New Campaign to begin the process of creating or starting a new campaign. So as you go through the process of potentially creating a new campaign, you have a few things that you can choose, just like you can with Facebook ads. Like Facebook ads, you were looking for maybe brand awareness or things like that. So you'll see the brand awareness is over here too. You also have app promotion, local store visits and promotions, campaigns without goals or guidance, product and brand consideration, website traffic, leads. So you have to figure out which one you're going to do, sales, in order to drive more traffic. Then once you have selected yours, then you can decide how or where you want these ads to display. So if you wanted to show up in the search, this is what an example of what that might look like. If you wanted to show up in the display, that's the upper right-hand corner. If you wanted to show up on Google Shopping, again, there's a couple extra steps you have to do to get it to show up on Google Shopping. If you wanted to show up just in your searches, your video searches, you can run your ads there so that it will show up on, remember, they own YouTube. Your words will display. You know, those words are always something that everybody's like, oh my gosh, I wish they would stop. It's not necessarily a pop-up, they just display there automatically. So you can establish your SMART goals. So goals that you are planning to measure. And this is automated ads for Google across. I have goals on the brain because I did the weekly planning session. So SMART just immediately put me in that mode. But anyway, these are goals with your automated ads for Google across the web. So if you want your ads to show up in multiple places, I want it to show up in the display, I want them to show up in the search, I want them to show up in other places, then you can go ahead and select SMART. And then the last one is to run ads on YouTube. I don't know if you noticed that there are ads that actually run in your Gmail as well, believe it or not. So those are called discovery ads. So if I am working to drive traffic to get more store visits, how do you want to reach your goal? Store visits, getting people to my store. Then I am going to type that in and I'm going to click on get started. Once I click on get started, it's going to bring me to this page and there's going to be a bunch of dots that are over on this side. So the first one is budget and bidding, whether or not you want to bid for the price that you're going to pay for ads, or you're going to establish a daily budget. I'm going to start with a daily budget because then you always know how much you're spending. If you wanted to, once you already know how much you're spending, and if you feel like I got an extra 30 minutes to analyze this data, then you might keep the first one going and go with the second one as far as you're going to be creating 2 different ads. But establishing a budget for your ads that you plan on running, or if you're going to offer bids. So bidding for an ad means that you don't control the price. You really don't. It just helps you to get more exposure. And the bid price might be high for each click, or the bid price might be low for each click. You don't control any of that. That's the one thing about bidding. It's kind of like indirectly an auction. You never know how high or low an auction's going to go. You just don't. You don't control any of it. The next one is campaign settings. And so you'll go in under campaign settings and you're going to go establish the network, the location, what language you plan on using, who's your target audience, and any demographics about the ad. Okay. Or dynamics. That's just dynamics, not demographics. The next one is keywords. What are the keywords that you're going to use into your listing and in your ads? So then the next one is your extensions. So if you want this ad to be available on other sites or available to certain groups, call out extensions, image extensions, any of those, this is where you're going to set that up. I don't use extensions at all. Well, I guess directly to my own personal website, but outside of that, I don't use extensions. So if you want this ad to be visible by on a certain site or related to a certain site, you can do that. Okay. Then once you are done, you will review your listing, make sure everything is the way that you want it. And then the next thing is you're going to submit it, and it will be reviewed by Google, and you will get feedback about that review. And they will tell you if it is approved. That's fantastic. If it is not approved, you're going to get a generic answer. But the good thing about Google Ads is that you actually can talk to someone and they can maybe give you some insight. So I have appreciated that. Unlike some of the other platforms, you don't always know why it's a problem. So when you're running Facebook ads or you're running Instagram ads, you don't know potentially what the issue is and why they're declining or rejecting your ad. So why it won't run. Whereas with Google Ads and sometimes Bing ads, you can get a person on the phone and they can explain to you what is wrong with your ad. Or they might just send you a message. I mean, it's been a while, so they may decide that they're not going to answer the phones anymore due to staffing shortages. Who knows? But I just want you to know that that option has been available to me in the past. And so I just like to believe that it will continue to be available. And it's always good to be able to talk to somebody. So as you're going through and you're establishing your ads strategy, how you're going to promote things, definitely make sure that it is a scalable strategy, meaning that you can grow it, even if you grow it like incrementally. So starting off with spending $3 a day in ads and then move it up to 5 and then from 5 to 7 and 7 to 10. Again, that it's a scalable strategy so that you can get more exposure to whatever that ad that you're running. I would diversify or optimize your campaigns. Diversify meaning I'm going to run multiple ads on different platforms just to see what happens. But I'm also going to make sure I have a tracking for those listings. Okay. Utilize Google Shopping. I think this one is one like with eBay. You can connect your account. Just if you don't know this, you can connect your account to Bonanza, and you can turn on the Bonanza sync. And if you do that, your listings on eBay will automatically go over to Bonanza, thereby giving you the opportunity to get more exposure. If you also make sure your listings are available on Google Shopping, that's another way to gain more exposure. Okay, getting more people to find your product, to see it based on how they type in what it is that they're trying to buy, and then they'll be able to see your product. Use your keywords wisely, of course. Optimize your targeting and make sure you go back and you retarget the list because your avatar might be the same audience depending on the products that you decide to sell on eBay. Pay attention to traffic or the clicks. I think that there is a tool that I've seen out there called Click Cease. And so there are people that will see that you're running an ad and they'll go click on your ad and make you run out of money, which is a cruel thing to do. And it's stupid. But, you know, you want to pay attention to what's happening with your clicks. I can remember running an ad once and it said that I had like, I don't know, it was some kind of stupid, ridiculous number of like 50,000 people came to this page over 4 days. But I'm like, 50,000 people visited my page, but I got 0 sales. Clearly, those are bots. Somebody is sitting there allowing their bots to click, 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 running me out of ad money. So then, therefore, people that I want to see my listing will never be able to see it, which really sucks. So again, pay attention to what's happening with your clicks. and get the most bang for your buck on whatever ad strategy you decide to do. Start off with small dollars. I'm going to tell you, just don't start with the big dollars. Start off with small dollars, and then gradually perfect your ability to create ads over time. So you can start off with $3 ads every single day for 30 days or 60 days, or $2 ads like every single day, and then get up to 5. And as you begin the process of tweaking your process and improving it, then consider spending a bunch of money during the times of where it makes sense. Okay, and check your metrics and your ROI to ensure that you are getting the biggest bang for your buck for your money on your ads journey. But yeah, don't spend a lot of money. Start with $2 a day. $2 a day for 30 days is $60. And so set aside $60 to be able to cover that expense and just see what happens. It may be very little happens at $2, and that's okay. Then you can eventually go up to 3 or 5 and then go up to 10. But don't spend a bunch of money on ads. If you've got to get better at optimizing your listings. You got to get better at creating better listings, making sure your images are good, all the other stuff to get the organic up. Once you get the organic traffic up, then go consider running ads, and that's just extra gravy. And make sure that you're using money from your business to pay for the ads. Okay, don't use other money. Don't take out a loan to run ads. Make sure you're getting sales so you can run ads from there. All right, well, so with that, I think that is it. That is the end of today's session. Just want to thank you for your grace and mercy as I continue to try and resolve my issues with technology. And if you have any questions, definitely schedule a 20-minute coaching session with me if you want. I am more than happy to help you. If there's something on your journey as you continue to go through these sessions, come back, talk to me about it. I am here for you. I am here to help you to be successful and to help you to reach your financial goals when it comes to your business. So with that, I hope that you have an amazing, blessed, and extremely profitable and successful day. And we're going to say goodbye for now. So schedule a free 20-minute coaching session with me. It should be in your welcome email. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye for now.